the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been.
Hello YouTubers, it's me, Michael Brewer, your friendly neighborhood gay guru, reporting to you from the Wetterhorn above Interlaken in Switzerland. I'm high up in the Alps today, and it's a gorgeous day. I want to talk about something today that happened to me recently that really kind of set me back on my heels a bit as your gay guru regarding my activities here on YouTube. I got an email from a young gay man, 21 years old, in Jalalabad, Afghanistan. Well, as we all know, there's a war raging in Afghanistan now with the Western Alliance trying to combat the Taliban. And for whatever you may think about it, after all the years of Soviet invasion and the Taliban in power, you would think that being a young gay man in Afghanistan today would not be the most pleasant of things to be. A sense of concern came over me and protectiveness for this young guy, and I decided to strike up a conversation with him, hoping to find some kind of common ground, to see what his life was like and maybe show him a little bit what my life was like here in the West. He asked me if I was married, and actually I happened to be, and he thought that was a really good thing, because he thought that it was the promiscuous, quote-unquote, lifestyles of gay people in the West that caused them to be so abhorred in his native country. I told him, well, it was a matter of personal freedom. I happen to choose to be married, and I'm very happily married, and I'm not particularly promiscuous, but that I would never put down someone else's choice to live any other way, even if it was different than my own. He really took umbrage to that. He said, well, there's a basic right and wrong to the universe, and there's no gray area there, and it's wrong to be promiscuous, and it's wrong to live a way other than he thinks his religion or his society dictates. And I said, well, that's your choice, but I don't agree with that, and I will stand up for personal freedom anytime, and I really do. I think we are all here in this universe and on this life to choose to live the way we do, and we are free to choose that way, even if others disagree. Well, he just flipped out. He accused me of being of believing in the tyranny of personal freedom, and that was something I'd never heard before. And it was just really drove home that the difference between the East and West, and the difference between our cultures. You would think that a young gay man in Afghanistan would be the first person to grasp personal freedom when it was offered to him. But in fact, no, he was arguing for his limitations and felt very comfortable with them and, claimed to be happy in that sort of lifestyle. No, I don't know. It was only an email. I never saw the person. I can't tell you if that's true or not. But the phrase tyranny of personal freedom has stuck with me since that email, which has gone back a couple weeks now. And I thought about that. Is there such a thing? Can there be something tyrannous about personal freedom? And I don't think so. I can't see how personal freedom can ever be tyrannous or a tyranny, because it in fact includes the concept that anyone can live the way they want to live. Intolerance and acceptance is built into the concept of personal freedom, the acceptance thereof. Even if you choose not to be free. And some people do. They really do. They fear that freedom, and they look for rigid structures, imposed upon them, whether it's from their government or their society, religion, education systems, their families, marriages, whatever. A lot of people are more comfortable feeling not free. And we are so free that we can choose not to be free. There is no way there could be a tyranny of personal freedom. I was really taken aback. I thought, oh my God, am I being like an arrogant Westerner trying to impose some sort of view or ideology upon this young fellow from Afghanistan? And actually, it was probably the other way around. In fact, he got really, really angry, and I had to break off the communication because it was becoming really unpleasant, and he just really insisted on arguing for those limitations in a way that became, almost like terroristic. That's how I felt. I actually had to block him from my YouTube site because he was leaving these angry, hateful messages. It really taught me something, is that words don't teach. And that's a pretty funny thing to say from a guy who spouts a whole lot of them here on YouTube. Our actions teach, and I think that's what I'm here about on YouTube as One Man, Two Dogs, is I try to show little bits and pieces of my life, the places I go, the things I've experienced, stories from my life, the things I see, and to show by role modeling and by demonstrating that life can be something pretty fantastic, and that I really do embrace personal freedom, and that personal freedom is what it's all about. We are all creating our lives on a day-to-day basis, on a moment-to-moment basis, by choosing the thoughts that we choose to think. And if this young man chooses to believe that embracing a rigid, limiting society that tells him he must live a certain way and not live a certain way, well, that's his personal choice. And if he's more comfortable living that way, well, I applaud him there. I mean, I'm not going to judge that, and it's up to him. I personally believe, though, that this is an unlimited universe. I mean, look at this beautiful place behind me. I mean, how can you look at that and not know that there's got to be a supreme creator somewhere that's created this incredible world? And what a celebration it is of personal freedom that I choose right here now to be in this spot and to let this beauty into my life and to give myself the time to enjoy this. So personal freedom is what it's all about. We are choosing to create our lives, and everything we've got in them is something we have in fact created. If you've got things in your life that are less than what you want, that may not be the nicest thing to say, and maybe that could be one reason my friend, that young man in Jalalabad, was so angry about the idea of personal freedom, because, you know, if you look around a life that's limited and your way of life is negated and not allowed, and someone's telling you you're responsible for that, you created that in your life, well, that's probably not a really good thing to say. And of course he would get really angry, and to give myself credit, I didn't say that to him. The point is that if you find yourself in a situation, you know, where, you know, things are not going the way you like, and you look around and it's a bunch of crap and it's not a pleasant life, the one you think you would choose, we're always free to choose again. I mean, we're creating the world all the time, anew, every day. And, you know, maybe you can't get from point A to point Z, and, you know, from poverty and homelessness to driving, you know, a luxury car and living in a villa, you know, in one day. But, you know, no matter where you are in your life, I mean, and no matter what your situation, you can always reach for a place that's a little bit better. And that's the way to crawl out of any valley up to the highest mountains, is one step at a time. And we're free to choose that. Just as you're free to choose to live in lack of freedom or bondage or whatever, and unpleasant, you're also free to choose something else. In fact, it's unlimited. It's as unlimited as this vast natural space I'm in right now. The universe is an unlimited place. It's like a smorgasbord, and we can choose what it is we want, and we can have it if we allow it into our lives. And of course, you know, that sounds so simplistic, and of course it sounds like, you know, you can just run out tomorrow and win the lottery, and maybe you can. But for most of us, it's a step-by-step process. It's a moment-by-moment process, a moment-by-moment choosing to look at the things we want and not the things we don't want. It's a moment-to-moment choosing to feel the way we want to feel and not the way we don't want to feel. It's a moment-to-moment appreciation of the good things in our lives now and not the things that suck. It's a process. And, you know, maybe that sounds kind of laborious, and maybe that even sounds kind of simplistic, but it'll go a lot faster than you think. You just have to take that first step and say, you know what? What's good about my life now? I am free to choose anything. What do I choose? What do I want? So look around in your lives and you realize there's actually a lot of good things going on in anyone's life. I don't care who you are. There's always something positive to look at. And no matter where you are, whether it's Jalalabad, Afghanistan, or Los Angeles, California, or the beautiful Swiss Alps, there's always something beautiful to appreciate in the moment. And that appreciation is your step to letting in more good things and increasing the great things in your lives. If my young friend in Jalalabad happens to see this, and I kind of doubt he will, but who knows, you know, I respect your choice to live a life of limitation, in my view, a limitation, or to choose whatever you want, even to choose not to be free. But I will stand up for personal freedom any day, every day, all the time. That's me. That's just how I am, because I'm your gay guru, Michael Brewer, signing off from the Wetterhorn in Berner Oberland, Switzerland.